Hi Girl Zone, hi, my name is Miss Made, and welcome to our Girl Zone video, our DIY activity for today. Each one of you hopefully picked up a care package yesterday at our Halloween trunk or treat, and you received an art kit like this from HEB, and inside of that art kit you have a paper mache skull, some paints, and a paintbrush. And so for today, we're going to be talking about Dia de los Muertos and why it's celebrated, and how you can help, bring that tradition of honoring our ancestors into your own home. So as I paint my skeleton, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Dia de los Muertos and what I do in my family every year, and how you can hopefully bring some of those teachings into your own home. So I already began by painting my skeleton's eyeballs and the mouth, but make sure that when you start painting, you have a good clean space to work from, so that you can, start thinking about, all of those people that came before you, your mom's parents, your dad's parents, or your caregivers' parents, all of your uncles and aunties and great grandparents and great grandparents that came before you, that paved the way for you to be here. Those people might not be, some of those people might not be with us anymore, any longer. And on this day of Dia de los Muertos, which is celebrated on November 1st and November 2nd, people in Mexico and throughout Central and South America celebrate the lives of those that have passed onto a different realm. In our tradition, we don't say that they've left us completely. We actually believe that they still live among us, right? That at the beyond our skin, at the molecular level, we're all light and energy. And so when we pass, it is believed that that energy transforms into, or like it goes into all of the other energies that surround us, all of the life-giving energies that manifest in the elements, like the water or the wind and the breeze, or the soil, or even the animals, right? The birds and the insects and the squirrels, right? Some of our traditions tell us that when one of our ancestor dies, they come back in different forms, right? And maybe through a hummingbird, right? Or they might visit us as I think for me, I see my grandma as a cardinal, a red bright cardinal. She visits me every now and then. And on Dia de los Muertos is where we spend the time to creating an altar for those that have passed, right? And putting all of their favorite things on the altar, maybe with their favorite food or their favorite drink, or the things that they like to do on their spare time. Usually we'll have flowers, cempasúchiles, which have this bright orange color to them, right? That was said to, guide the spirits back home, right? Because it was something that you could see in the nighttime. We also you place candles, right? Or offerings of food like pan de muertos, or things that have sugar, and that's why we have these sugar skulls on the altar to feed these spirits as they come back and visit us on these 2 nights. And these 2 nights are not a day of mourning, right? It's rather, considered a day where, we celebrate their existence and all of that they contributed while they were here on this earth. And so the sugar skull design, you might be familiar with, right? And we use flowers throughout this tradition, because it symbolizes the flowering of the spirit, the offerings from the heart, the beauty that comes with life, with living on this earth, with living in harmony with each other. And so oftentimes you'll see, calaveras, or people painting their face with flowers and glitter, and the point of all of that is to highlight the beauty of that exists in this earth. So whenever you're painting your calavera, make sure you put in your favorite designs, your favorite patterns, things that inspire you to walk in that beauty and to protect that beauty. And so one of my favorite plants is a nopal. So I'm going to actually paint a nopal on the forehead of this calavera. So, this is a way to get creative, maybe involve your parents, start asking them questions about, who their parents were or where they were from. You'll learn a lot, just by making time to ask those simple questions, that sometimes you forget to ask, right? Who are we? In order to know where we're going, we must know, our history, where we came from, so that we don't repeat the same patterns, right? The same mistakes that maybe other family members have made. We want to be able to learn and grow from those experiences. And so we encourage you to take this time, to talk about your ancestors as a family. Make an offering to them, a little space for them in your home where you can remember them. Sometimes people will put pictures of their loved ones on this altar, just to remind us of who they were and where we came from. And Dia de los Muertos in Mexico, is an ancient tradition. It's been celebrated for hundreds of thousands of years by the indigenous people in Mesoamerica. Right? They had a very different concept of death. They were really aware of our ephemeral existence. Ephemeral meaning, that that it's not forever. That we are mortals, that we too will eventually transcend to that place, in our existence. And so we want to remind you, to during these times to think about all of those things that you're thankful for, you're grateful for, that have contributed to your existence, to that joy that you carry with you, right? To be thankful and to seek those opportunities to celebrate life, to cultivate joy, to make time to get to know each other and build relationships with our family members, with our parents and with our siblings and our loved ones. And so we also gave you some papel picado in your bag. Papel picado is also a really creative way to express yourself, and it's really simple to make papel picado, and I think each one of you got a little square, but you can use this to make flowers. You can cut it up, fold it up, and cut different pieces, and it'll create a snowflake pattern like this one, and place it on your altar, place it underneath all of the ofrendas that you have for your ancestors, and really enjoy this time with your family. And we hope you're taking care of yourself. Remember to make safe and responsible choices, and I hope you have a great day. Peace from Miss Made at Girl Zone. We love you, and we'll see you next week. Bye.